Okay, so let us today discuss about the plant tissues. Meristematic tissues, these are one type of tissue which the plants have, and another type is the permanent tissue. Now, if you see meristematic tissue, these are kind of a temporary tissues. Okay, they are formed of meristem cells. Now, you can observe these meristem cells, or you can understand the role of meristem cells. If you do this experiment, just take two glass and keep two onions in them the way it is shown here in this picture, okay, in the figure 6.1. What you have to do is you have to keep this onion submerged in water, okay, and then you have to see the growth of the roots in both the onions, okay, for few days, and keep on measuring how it is growing. Fine, you will see the growth is almost of same, like the amount the pattern of growth is similar kind. Now what you do after 3-4 days, okay, or let's say on the fourth day, you cut the root tip of the onion bulb. Okay, what you understand from the root tip, let's say this roots when it is growing, okay, so from the tip portion you have to cut it, okay, cut around about 1 centimeter, just remove it, cut it out, and then let it go back into the same jar. Now what you will see after 3-4 days, let it be there for 3-4 more days and keep observing how the growth is taking place. What you will see in this one, suppose let's say in jar 2, here you have here you have cut, okay, this is the one which has its root tip is cut. So if you are cutting, like here the root tips are cut, so here you will see the growth is not taking place, this will not grow further, whereas this will keep on growing, okay, here there will be increase. So this observation you can put it in the form of table, okay, just make the observation table as J1 and J2 for both the glass. You can write glass 1 and glass 2 also, whatever you are using, and write your observation. Means you have to only measure the lengths, okay, length of the root. You can take a ruler and just roughly you see how the length is increasing on first day, second day, third day, like that. For let it go for 10 days, you observe how this happens, and in between you have to cut the onion tip also. What you will see in jar 2, the growth of the onion tip, okay, root tip, or growth of the roots will stop in jar 2 once you have cut the root tip, whereas here the growth will continue. So what you understand from this, okay, what you have to understand from this, that there is something special about the root tip, okay, there is something in the root tip which allows the roots to grow. Fine, whereas in the second jar, when that tip is removed, okay, when it is cut out, the growth stops. Okay, so what is that thing special, or what is there in the in the tips of the cell? So in the root tip, okay, in the root tip you see there are some cells which we call them as the meristems, okay, they are the cells that are responsible for the growth, okay. So what you see, just read this line, the growth of the plant occur only in the specific region. Once you are removing the tip, it is not growing further. So you can understand that only in specific region the growth of the plant is possible, okay, and this is because the dividing tissue, also known as the meristematic tissues, is located only at these points. So what does it mean? Like suppose these are the roots, okay, these are the roots of the onion. So here at the tip there are some cells which we call them as the meristem cells or meristematic cells. They keep on dividing, their work is to divide. So when these cells are doing this work together, we can call them as tissue, okay, group of cells doing the function of division of cells or increasing the growth or increasing the length of the root, that is their function. So we can call those cells together are called as meristematic tissues, okay, group of cells together form the tissue. So we can call these type of tissues present in the roots as the meristematic tissue. Now these meristematic tissue are not only present in the root tips, they are also present in the shoot tips, like as the stem grows, okay, it keeps on growing, right. So there is something present at the shoot tip also that will increase the length of the stem, okay. So depending on the region where they are present, meristematic tissues are classified as apical, lateral and intercalary. Now you can observe that, okay, roots are growing and obviously the shoot also grows, so we call them as the apical, okay, because they are present at the apex. It can be at the shoot also, or it can be the root tip also, okay. So these type of cells which are present at the tip of the root or the shoot, we call them as apical meristem. Okay, the word is apical meristem. Now if you see take a plant, like you will see the growth is not only in the root and the shoot portion like this, in the width side, in the width also it increases, like suppose this is the tip, and here also, like it will keep on increasing. There is a increase on the lateral side also, right? So if there is an increase in the lateral side, so again there should be some cells which should be present here in order to increase the width of the stem, right? So those type of meristematic cells are called lateral meristem. And in between, like suppose if the branches have to come out, okay, so near the nodes, from the point where the branches come out, we call them as nodes. So there the type of meristem present are called intercalary. Okay, you can see in the diagram which is given on the next page, these are the three types of meristematic tissues that are present. Okay, so you can see apical meristem, where it is present at the tip of the shoot. Now same thing will be present at the tip of the root also, that is also called apical meristem. Then what you see, there is intercalary meristem. What are these intercalary meristem? They are the one that are responsible for giving out these branches. Here the growth will take place. So again, these are what type of cells? They are the cells that have the ability to divide. Okay, then to increase the width of the, or we use the word girth. Okay, to increase the girth of the stem or the root, even in the root, okay, not only in stem, even the width of the root is also increasing. So there are some cells, we call them as lateral meristem. There the meristematic cells are called lateral meristem. Another word is cambium. Okay, there is something called as cambium. Okay, that will keep on depositing, and means they are responsible for increasing the girth of the cell. Okay, so these are the three meristematic cells which you should remember. One responsible for increasing the tip portion, okay, at the apex and then the root tip. Another one is the lateral meristem, which will increase the width or the girth of the stem and also of the root. And there is intercalary meristem that will be responsible for bringing out growth in the branches, okay, near the branch area or near the nodes. In between the nodes they will be present. Okay, so here from the nodes area, then the branches will come out. Okay, so between the nodes, if you see, this is one node, another node, so here between the nodes or near the nodes, intercalary meristems are present. Now what is some special about this meristem? Let us know something more about meristem, what type of cells these are. So if you see, this is something very important, you should know what type, what are these cells, what makes them different compared to other rest of the cells. Okay, what is special about them that they can keep on dividing whereas other cells are not. So what you will see, that these cells of the meristematic tissue, they are very active, they have dense cytoplasm, dense. Okay, they have a lot of things in them that will keep on, that will help them to divide. They have all those things that are required for division of the cell. Okay, so they are very active, they have dense cytoplasm and thin cellulose walls. Cellulose walls means the wall of plant cell has got wall also. Apart from cell membrane, there is a wall as well, right? So this cell wall is very thin, so that it can easily keep on dividing and multiplying. Okay, and it has a prominent nuclei, and the nucleus is very prominent, very active. So because this cell is active in division, constantly it has to divide, it has dense cytoplasm, and the cell wall is also very thin. Okay, so because of that, it lacks vacuoles, because vacuoles function is in case of plant. If you see, if there is a plant cell, suppose this is the plant cell, it has a big vacuole in here. Okay, this is what is the vacuole, and what it is filled with, it is filled with what? Cell sap. Cell sap is what? Extra nutrients or whatever water is present in extra amount will be there. Okay, cell sap, that is a water content basically. Why it is present? In order to keep the cell turgid, in order to keep it increase or to maintain the osmotic pressure. Okay, or to keep the cell turgid, it is present. Okay, cell vacuole is present. But these meristematic cells, these meristematic cells, they don't want this vacuole, because they have to keep on dividing. Their main function is to divide. So that is the reason why these vacuoles, okay, these vacuoles are absent. These vacuoles are absent in these meristematic cells, because they have a dense cytoplasm. They have to do the work of division. They have a problem. What they need is a prominent nuclei. Okay, so this is how they are. So this is something which you should know. So I hope it is clear. Now in the next class we'll study about the permanent tissues. So these are one type of cells, that is meristematic. They are temporary one, means they keep on dividing, and what happens once they have divided, their as the length of the root is increasing. Okay, suppose here the length of the root, or let's say the length of the shoot increases. What happens after some time? Okay, these meristematic cells will always remain at the tip. Though these cells which have formed, they will have their particular role and function. They will become the permanent cells. So meristematic cells are the temporary one. They keep on dividing. They will increase the length or the girth of the cell of the plant. Okay, but later on they form into the permanent one. Okay, these meristematic cell will later on, means as the size of this root keep on increasing in size. So here the meristematic cell will be present, and these cells will become the permanent one. Now they will not further divide. Okay, so this is what you have to understand. So this is one type of the cell which plant has. I hope it is clear to you all. If there is any doubt, you can ask me again. Okay, so meristematic, they are one type of tissues, meristematic tissues formed of meristematic cells. Okay, present in the plants. And what are three types you have to remember? These are the names: apical meristem, apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. Okay, so I hope this is clear. And why vacuole is not present? Because the vacuole does not have any role as such, because the cells have to constantly divide, because it has a dense cytoplasm also. Okay, so because lot of cytoplasm and a prominent nuclei is there, vacuole is not required. Because vacuole's role, you have to understand, vacuole is only to provide the store the extra water, cell sap, and give turgidity to the cell. Okay, so for that purpose it is, which is not required at present when the cells have to divide. Later on they have vacuoles. As the cells continue, and later on when these cells become a permanent cells, okay, when it forms a permanent tissue, so that time they will have the vacuoles will emerge. Okay, fine, I hope it is clear. Now we'll see the permanent tissues in the next class. Okay.